What would you do if you could change a life with a single gesture? Seems impossible, doesn't it? That's exactly what we'll see in today's video. A story of redemption that will shake your convictions and awaken your heart. In this exciting journey, you'll meet three characters whose destinies intertwine on an extraordinary night. First, we have Anthony, a 55-year-old man consumed by bitterness, trapped in a colorless life. Then, we'll meet Gabe, a 25-year-old with a dark past but a heart of gold. And finally, Jack, a mysterious stranger with a heartbreaking story. In a city where indifference reigns, you'll witness the incredible power of an act of courage. And I'll tell you a secret, nothing will be the same after this fateful encounter. Have you ever stopped to think, what if your worst decision wasn't the end, but the beginning of something extraordinary? How much is a second chance worth? What's the true price of compassion? These are some of the questions this story will make you reflect on. Get ready to discover how a simple gesture can trigger a wave of transformation that no one could have predicted. You'll experience breathtaking moments, surprising twists, and a life lesson that will be etched in your heart. But beware, this narrative may cause side effects such as increased empathy and an uncontrollable desire to make a difference in the world. Don't say I didn't warn you. But before we dive into this inspiring story, I want to extend a special invitation to you. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. This is crucial for the channel's growth and will ensure you're notified about new videos. Now that you've subscribed to the channel, I want to give you a very special tip. Have you ever thought about earning income from your home in dollars? Click the link in the description and see how you can do this. Now, let's get to today's video. Imagine a bustling city called New Hope, where the gray of concrete mingles with the glow of night lights. It's in this setting that Anthony lives, a 55-year-old man whose bitterness is as palpable as the air we breathe. His eyes, once full of life, now carry the weight of unrealized dreams and lost opportunities. Anthony works as a manager at a small electronics store called Tech Life. His day-to-day is a monotonous routine, marked by constant complaints and an ever-present frown. Employees avoid him, and customers rarely receive a smile. One morning, a young employee named Lisa tries to break the ice. "Good morning, Mr. Anthony. How about some coffee?" Anthony responds dryly, "Already had some. And stop wasting time, we have work to do." Lisa sighs, discouraged, and returns to her post. Have you ever known someone like this? Maybe you've even felt this way at some point in your life, haven't you? One night, as he leaves work, Anthony encounters an unusual scene in Central Square. A young man defending a strange-looking man who's being harassed by a group of people. The young man, who can't be more than 25 years old, places himself between the strange man and the hostile group. With a firm voice, he says, "Hey folks, stop this right now. You don't know anything about this man. What right do you have to judge him?" One of the aggressors retorts, "Get out of the way, kid. This bum has been bothering everyone here for weeks." The young man isn't intimidated, and that gives you the right to assault him? Where's your humanity? Anthony, driven by his usual bitterness, can't help but intervene. "Kid, don't be foolish. People like that only bring trouble. It's better not to get involved." The young man looks at Anthony, his eyes shining with surprising determination. "Sir, with all due respect, you don't know anything about me or this man. Everyone has a story, and sometimes, all someone needs is a chance." The young man's words hit Anthony like a punch to the stomach. Something about that scene makes him stay and observe. The hostile group, realizing they couldn't intimidate the young man, disperses, grumbling. The strange man, now calmer, hugs the young man with tears in his eyes. Anthony, intrigued, approaches them. "Why did you do that?" he asks the young man. The guy smiles. "My name is Gabe, and I did it because someone did the same for me a few years ago. I was like this man, lost and hopeless. Someone gave me a chance when I needed it most." Gabe begins to tell his story. He had been a troubled teenager, involved with drugs and petty crimes. His life seemed destined for failure until a teacher named Mrs. Celia, seeing beyond his rebellious facade, decided to give him a chance. "Mrs. Celia changed my life. says Gabe, his eyes shining with the memory. She told me something I never forgot. Gabe, you are not your mistakes. You are what you choose to become from now on. She showed me that I had potential, that I could be more than the circumstances surrounding me. Anthony listens attentively, feeling something awaken within him. Gabe's story is a mirror of his own lost opportunities, chances he never had the courage to take. As Gabe speaks, the strange man, who introduces himself as Jack, also begins to open up. I was a successful executive, he says with a trembling voice. I had everything, money, status, a family. But alcoholism destroyed it all. I lost my job, my family abandoned me, and I ended up on the streets. Anthony feels a wave of shame for his hasty judgment. He realizes how much time he had wasted closing himself off to the world, letting his bitterness consume him. You guys taught me a lesson today, admits Anthony, his voice choked with emotion. I spent so much time looking at what went wrong in my life that I forgot to see the possibilities around me. Gabe smiles gently. It's never too late to start over, Mr. Anthony. Each new day is a blank page. In the days that follow, Anthony can't get that encounter out of his head. He begins to look at the people around him differently. At work, he surprises everyone with a genuine good morning and a smile. Lisa, the young employee, is surprised by the change. Mr. Anthony, are you okay? Did something happen? Anthony smiles. Yes, Lisa. What happened is that I finally opened my eyes. And please, just call me Anthony. Inspired by Gabe's courage, Anthony decides to make changes in his life. He enrolls in a night course in business administration, something he always wanted to do but never had the courage. He also starts participating in a support group for people facing personal challenges. Weeks pass, and Anthony's transformation is visible. The atmosphere at Tech Life improves considerably. Anthony even begins mentoring young employees, sharing his experiences and encouraging them to pursue their dreams. One Saturday, while walking through Central Square where it all began, Anthony sees Gabe again. The young man is coordinating a community project to clean up the park. By his side is Jack, now with a much more cared-for appearance, helping with the organization. Anthony approaches, a genuine smile on his face. Gabe, it's good to see you. Gabe smiles back. Anthony, what a nice surprise. How are you? I'm much better, thanks to you, Anthony replies. You have no idea how that night changed my life. Jack, with teary eyes, says, and you changed mine. Thanks to Gabe's support, I got a job and I'm reconnecting with my family. Gabe looks at the two men with pride. Sometimes, all we need is someone who believes in us, even when we don't believe in ourselves. Anthony nods, feeling a wave of gratitude. He had learned that it's never too late to start over, that each day is a new opportunity to be better. Would you like to join us? Gabe asks, pointing to the group of volunteers. It would be an honor, Anthony responds, picking up a glove and a trash bag. As they work side by side, cleaning the square and chatting animatedly, Anthony looks at the sky. The gray clouds that seem to have hung over his life for so long are dissipating, revealing a bright blue sky. It's a new day, a new beginning, and Anthony is ready to embrace it with all his heart. So, what did you think of this story? It reminds us that empathy and compassion have the power to transform lives. You never know the impact your actions can have on others. A simple act of kindness can be the catalyst for profound change, not only in the life of the recipient but also in your own life. Anthony's journey teaches us that it's never too late to change, to open our hearts and minds to new possibilities. Each day is an opportunity to rewrite our story, to overcome our bitterness, and to find a greater purpose. In the end, the most valuable lesson is that we all have the power to make a difference. Whether through a gesture of kindness, an act of courage, or simply being open to learning from others, we can create waves of positive change that spread far beyond ourselves. And you, have you ever had a moment in your life when an unexpected encounter changed your perspective? Have you been the person who extended a hand to someone in need? Share your experiences in the comments. Let's create a community of support and inspiration here on the channel. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next inspiring stories. Until next time, and remember, you have the power to make a difference in someone's life today.